Hello everybody. First of all, I'm gonna actually put up a video from TikTok as a reference just to watch that how IRS actually might audit you, and if you get audited at the end of the day, what happens and all of that. Pretty much, the video will try to make you understand that people really do get audited at the end of the day from IRS. So there is an insurance product. It's called IRS Audit Insurance. After you watch this video, I'm going to be actually try to come back and explain you the whole thing about the how IRS audit insurance works and all that. Please watch the video and stay until the end of the video. I'll see you guys again. Bye bye.
If you've ever wondered what it's like to be audited by the IRS, I'm going to walk you through my entire process of being audited, where I've represented myself. Now, for a lot of business owners, being audited is their worst nightmare. So I'll walk you through how I found out I was being audited, what they asked for as far as documents, how we communicated with them, and what the results were. So I was audited for the 2010 tax year. Those were filed in 2011, and a letter came in the mail in 2012. Now that's important because they communicated that we were being audited via letter. So it was not a phone call or an email. It was a letter that came, and I was being personally audited. So the personal audit, I believe, was triggered because I'd sold the business in 2010. It was an S Corp, and my income was like 50x. So I think that huge change in income, they're just like, hey, we want to see what's going on here. As soon as the personal audit, they realized that all the revenue was coming from a sale and from a business, and there was a K1, immediate to business audit. So the business audit, and this all took, as far as like length of process, about a year, because the IRS will mail you a request for documents that you then mail or fax back. You're not just like, oh, let me email you these documents back, which you would think you could, but it was all just mailing them documents back, and the requests were lengthy. So for expenses, they wanted every receipt that was over $100. That doesn't mean you're ever audited. That's what they're gonna want from you. This is just what they wanted from my business. So every receipt over $100. On the expenses side, they wanted some payroll information that was easy to provide because we were using ADP at the time, just downloaded that and sent it over. Then they came back and asked for income proof. So they actually asked for a master services agreement, statement of work, proving all of the income. Now, all of this was just going back and forth via mail. Then I actually did have the auditor call me. She had some questions about why we were filing cash versus accrual. She had some questions about some of the transactions, and I answered everything that I could. And again, this is why it's so important to document, because this is stuff that had happened by this time. We're in like 2013, 3 years ago. It's really hard to remember if you're not documenting well, so be sure if you're a business owner that you are documenting. So all in all, the audit had showed that we were gonna owe, I think, around like 180, and we ended up owing about $5,000. They disallowed a few of the expenses. Some of the payroll things were wrong. And so $5,000, it was just over $5,000, felt kind of like a win. I didn't feel like anything in the audit process was unreasonable. I felt like they were just asking for proof of everything. So keep all that proof. And if you have any questions about what my audit process was like, go ahead and comment below.
Insure Tax will explain to you actually how Insure Tax works. And at the end, I will come back to you guys with some questions and answers. And if you're interested, just to get a free code, let's say you want to get a code for last 3 years of your tax returns and how much that IRS audit insurance might cost you, feel free to click on the link below. The link will be in the description box, and there will be actually my personalized link. All you have to do, click on the link and go through all the steps, and it will come back with your answer. All right, I'll talk to you guys again.
Tuesday morning, you open the mailbox and see a letter from the IRS. You're being audited. Your stomach drops. What happens next? What's this going to cost? And who's going to help? That's where Insure Tax comes in. Insure Tax is tax insurance for taxpayers. It helps protect you financially if an IRS audit happens, so you're not left dealing with the stress and the cost on your own. Getting started is pretty quick. Pick your entity, choose the tax years you want covered, and answer a few short questions. Then you'll see your quote. If you're ready, upload your tax returns and submit them for review. Once you're approved, you authorize payment and your coverage begins. If a formal IRS audit notice shows up, you send it to us. We verify it, and then you receive a cash payment, typically within about 14 business days, so you can start dealing with it right away. And if the audit becomes more involved, eligible audit-related costs can be reimbursed up to your coverage limit, including tax court. Insure Tax. Get paid when the IRS audits you.
Okay, I'm just gonna go through a couple of bullet points, and Here's the thing, 5,514 people got audited in 2024 based on the Insure Tax, all the documents that you gave me. And they actually have the enforcement collections was in an amount of $77.6 billion. And civil penalties assessed on businesses is like $47 billion. And this is basically just how it works. First, it says parametric, which means instant cash payout, which means immediate cash on validated audit notice, no proof of loss. The notice is trigger. The notice is the trigger. Use it for anything after $250,000 per policy, paid immediately. Then the next option will be indemnity, which means audit-related cost coverage. All audit-related costs like CPA, attorney, bookkeeping, reconstruction, litigation on pool for the policy period in amount of up to $250,000 audit-related costs. And the last thing is tax pro coverage, which is basically a secondary insured. The CPA or the enrolled agent who prepared the return is automatically covered as secondary insured. 10% of the policy limit up to like $25,000. And if you have just a W-2 income, like a single person or like a family of four, or maybe like a joint return or whatsoever, as long as it's just simple W-2 wage earners, no, Insure Tax do not insure you guys. Insure Tax is basically for, I'm just gonna go ahead with all the options they have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types of people or categories, including businessmen. Actually, Insure Tax definitely could go for them. S Corp, C Corp, partnerships, business owners for like 1040, Schedule C, E, or K1, total income up to $10 million, not pure W-2 once again. Non-resident filers like 1040-ER, NR. They could also try for that too. And 5 questions I'm just gonna have to go through like a Q&A. First question, do they file business tax return? If the answer is yes, you're eligible to apply for the IRS audit related, Insure Tax, the IRS audit insurance provided by Insure Tax. Are they within program limits? As long as business under 50 million in assets and gross receipts, individuals under 10 millions, yes, in limits. Are their tax returns filed and correct? Must have filed for the year they want covered. Yes, good. Are they currently free of any active IRS audit? If the answer is yes, can bind. No pending or in progress audit examinations. That's what they're trying to say. Have they been free of tax fraud convictions? Criminal tax convictions are an automatic decline. As long as they are not convicted, yes, they're eligible to apply. So these are just the basics, actually once you get a policy in your hand, once you go through all the steps and everything. Once again, I'm just going to put the link below. It's a very customized link provided to me as an insurance professional by Insure Tax. I would like to thank Insure Tax on behalf of, at least I'm having an opportunity to help you guys. So what it means, just go through the description box. At the bottom, you'll see the link. It's a customized link. All you have to do is click on the link and follow the steps until you finish. Then he will come back with the Insure Tax will come back with an answer to you. Or if you need help, just give me a call at 347-536-9484. Or, I have a different number, which is 646-757-4983. This is the second number we have as well. Just give me a call. I'll definitely guide you through, guys, or walk you through, guys. All right, looking forward to talk to you again. Bye-bye.